Ah, hello, welcome. I am, I am what we in the business call in a lot of pain. Help, help me. My leg, my leg. Why did I say my leg? My arm has been actually. It's not just my arm. It's also my back and like my my like waist. It's basically the entire right side of my body fucking hurts right now, and I don't know why. I don't know why it hurts. It just does, and it's suffering, and it's pain and suffering. But yeah, I say I don't know why. I know it's something to do with my shitty posture. But yeah, I'm trying. Yeah, my posture. I think my posture kind of fucked my the right side of my body up. So every single muscle. No, Delta. That's gonna no. Could be a pinched nerve. Yeah, it probably is a pinched nerve or something because I think the the I think my posture was just completely fucked, and I sat in a way that basically wrongly aligned with like everything. I need to I probably need to work on my posture. My posture is kind of shit. Listen, I don't know how. I don't know how I don't know how how fucking nerves and shit work. But now my nerves are not having a good time. Pinch fire goes to nerves so we recess and she can tell. Oh no, that's hard though. No, don't do that to me. Come on, come on. You don't need to do that to me. Everything fucking. I hate how much it hurts. Everything hurts right now. It's really bad. But I will hopefully persevere for the most part. Anyway, hello Delta, hello Kaminat, hello Living Shit. If you do there are no more pain. I feel like if I feel like there would also be no more typing for me, using my right hand because I feel like you would probably disconnect it if that makes sense. No more. No more. Oh, yeah, no. But yeah, my back just hurts. It hurts. I think it's also affecting I think like damage I kind of inflicted on myself as a kid. So I used to have a really fucking heavy bag that I take to school every day. And I think it kind of fucked up like a part of my back and a part of my back and like shoulder. And yeah, it's really long story short, my back and shoulder hurts. And also it is not good. My body is falling apart. Yippee! Anyway, honestly, you should have your bag looked at. Had two Hamida doesn't mess you. I don't think it's that because it's not like. What do you mean like herniated disc? How did you feel because of the hernia? I don't know how that works because I will say like for the most part it's fine. It's just that at a specific part of my back, if I if I move it a certain way, like the my back starts to hurt basically. If I stay in a specific position a certain way, for like very long time it will start to hurt. So that's different. Hi, hello person, welcome in, welcome welcome in. I'm complaining about my arm and my back hurting. I mean, and it's not like it's like painful as in like uh it's not like a painful like oh yeah it hurts like to the bone. It's like the muscles are just it just feel like the muscles are very sore. But yeah, hopefully I'll be okay I'm hoping I'll be okay by tomorrow, but I genuinely don't know. I'm gonna hope that the most of the pain will be gone by tomorrow. This for Why? What do you mean? Why? Also, flame spirit. There's nothing wrong with flame spirit. Flames. I actually did consider flame spirit as like some kind of like substitute for fire ghost, but I already fire ghost instead. But yeah. Oh, my arms. I hate everything. So, how's everyone been doing? How's everything going on right now? I will say, 5 minutes before stream, I found a deeper Warhammer hole that I have not found yet. You guys know the also all good VTubers have evil version of themselves. I literally have a villain arc in my lore, so that's not even like that's that's not even like that's not even like that literally evil water goes wet. It's not. This is I'm pretty sure you stole. I'm pretty sure Delta, not Delta. I'm pretty sure Rabbit has stated this before, but no, there is a different. There is a Okay, so there is a water based. Oh, if you want a like evil version, I mean there was that, but I kind of removed them from the lore. I don't know if how to bring them it was in earlier versions of the lore where I had a more water water zombie. Okay. I will say in earlier versions of my lore I did have a evil counterpart, but I kind of retcon that shit. Not really retcon. It's more so it's an old version. Like my lore has more revisions than fucking Warhammer 40k. I swear. I don't know which edition I'm on, but you have been water person yet? No, you're not. There's a different water person. There is a in my lord there is in my lord there is a water person. There is a water base. So in the lore I'm the fire elemental. So I control fire. I control fire. But there is also a water and ice elemental, which actually is you know is actually the secondary character in like the at least originally. But basically like the it's but a rather metal person be fully fire goes. You're really going full into the mechanics RP, aren't you? You just intend to do the pure mechanics RP now. But yeah, in my lore I need to form this train of thought. But how the water guy, which I don't have. Do I have a name for him yet? I don't know. Earth Spectre and Erico. Okay, so the four elements in my lore are fire, water, electricity, and what was water elemental's gender and was name? Okay, so I don't have a name for him yet. That's how So here's the thing. A lot of my lore, the problem with my lore is that none of the things and characters are named. They all have. They're all just person number 59, person number 3. Person, you have been a robot for time immemorial since the time before even fire goes. Oh my god. Impossible. Avatar the last undead. No! So, but I would say definitely say it is based on Last Airbender. It definitely is based on Last Airbender, but also like others. But also I you know I it was like kid me put my own twist on the Last Airbender, and that's what happened. So there is the electricity, and then there is you have Fiagos hasn't discovered the baby. That's the thing. I don't like baby. I don't know. I don't like to put baby names on my characters because I feel like my characters' names have to mean something, but then I can't add heart and make it Captain Planet instead. No, no. You joke about that, but one of the elements is unironically life, so it's kind of close. Also, I think I'm not sure because I did watch like, but at the time when when I first conjured the lore, I did watch Captain Planet, so it might have influenced. It might have influenced it. I don't know. I genuinely don't know because like that was ace. Your AI as an antisocial. Save, save, save. Literally me. But so yeah, the last element is life, which isn't far off from what the from the heart from Captain Planet, as in it's literally oh, so what does it do? Whatever the fuck the plot needs it to. No, but it's basically my go-to scapegoat for explaining. Oh, why the fuck do the people have superpowers type shit? And then like how the fuck did that happen? And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just oh yeah, there I have this one element that just so conveniently has no fucking explanation whatsoever behind it, that is not based on anything. So I am just gonna I'm just gonna put it on. I'm just gonna blame, like explain everything by oh, why did it happen? Because something something life energy allowed something something to happen. Something something something. Remember all the rivers in England are just named river? Also remember Sarah in desert in is desert in Arabic, so Sarah desert is the desert desert. No names have meaning. Everyone sucks at naming just as much as you, but some people are confidently bad. I am not confidently bad. You have to understand this. You have to understand this. Also, I'm pretty sure all your description for Twitch, YouTube, etc. says you're secretly a robot. Yes, you have been mechanic so before you were mechanic. Link chat. Oh yeah, link chat. Like, you know, what other like place names there has been like that are like name like thing. I'm trying to think like if is there a place like that in Malaysia? Thailand. No, not really. I mean, yeah, there. Oh yeah, East Timor Leste. Yeah, Timor. That one is the craziest one. East. That one is crazier. That one I love. No, I genuinely can't think of anything like that in Malaysia. But then again, my brain cannot fucking. I cannot. My brain can't. I can barely remember what the fuck's going on. No, not. No, yeah, no, I can't remember shit. What are you? No, we're not writing my. I can't fucking write my fuck. Oh yeah, chai tea. uh, I forgot, where did the word tea come from again? Because chai came from Chinese, the Chinese for like there uh tea is pronounced two ways across the entire world. It's either some form of tea or some form of cha or chai, but basically your state's name is literally mines everywhere because there are mines. Oh my god. Don't step on them. Do not step on the mines. Just no. No, I'm not writing shitty erotica first, Mango. What the fuck's wrong with you? Do not step on the mine, they're usually bad for you. Anyway, oh yeah, also I drank alcohol at and not those mines, gold mines. Oh, gold mines. Then in that case, during the children, there's definitely a lot of children in your state. Then, of course, the legendary Newfoundland is okay, I guess. I don't, because like you don't call it Newfoundland. You know what I mean? Because Newfoundland at least it kind of makes sense with like British. Oh yeah, it's Newfoundland, and then after like a while, it's just like this is just like Ash fucking. This is the name now. The thing is, I don't have. To be fair, even Fire Ghost is kind of that. The reason why a Fire Ghost is supposed to be a code name. So I explained this before. I think every time I explain my lore, I explain this. The my lore is that I'm supposed to be the fire elemental, but then I disappeared for like millennia, like the entire millennia. So people like so there were but then I still technically I didn't like completely disappear. I pop up from time to time to um eliminate threats and like eliminate threats and become like a urban legend type character. Like, oh yeah, if you do this thing, the fire ghost will come for you basically. Other languages make hiding the bad called flamen, guys. um I have considered using other languages. I but okay, the thing is like sometimes you run into the problem of like you know how Warhammer once again going back to Warhammer, I have an obsession, I have a subject. You know how Warhammer has this problem with naming things where things are literally just insert thing that already named. Let me just change either the language or literally anything, and boom, now you have the new, now you have the the new word for it. Seriously, every single time I'm like, reading through like the history or wherever, I'm like just like, isn't this a historical event? Greenland, Iceland, Finland, England, Poland, Ireland, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, Georgia, Russia, Estonia. Uh, our countries are named land of these guys. Yeah, that's. Wait, what? Wait, I mean, that makes sense. That makes sense because like that makes sense. That's how that works, right? It was like that's has always been kind of how that works. Like most names. That's how most names came about. I will say oh shit, YouTube Studio is what the fuck VTube Studio? I'm not doing anything right now. Why the fuck would you fuck up? What we could possibly call that big event that had Horus when Horus did a heresy? No, no, it's not just that. It's also the Council of Nicaea. You know, like the council, like the based on the real life Council of Nicaea. And like I forgot there was a lot. Every time I see like something new, it's like very very fucking yeah, very yeah, then yeah, very original where Games Workshop. You definitely didn't just didn't just steal this. And also the Sisters of Battles like logo or like the symbol is literally just the French fleur de lis, making it so that every single Sisters of Battle is technically French. Council by Nicaea was wild. What do you mean they reused the event where Santa slapped Arius? That's crazy. That's crazy. Also, did you know? Did you know who the first ever named Inquisitor in Warhammer is called? Like the name of the first Inquisitor. The name of the yeah, it's so funny. It's one of the funniest shit in the world. Yes. Okay, yeah. Obi-Wan is the first name, but yes. Oh, like bro, you couldn't, you couldn't make, you couldn't make a bigger rip off if you tried. You couldn't make a bigger ripoff if you tried, bro. First edition, yeah, first edition was so stupid. It's so funny, man. I love it. I love it so much. I love all the like dumb. I love the all of the dumb stuff that Warhammer 40k was up to. Wait, what? I thought Vader's what? That makes no sense. No, that makes no sense. What? Ideas have best been stolen and changed your own. That is true. That is true. Console Force, goddammit. Remember me of reminds me of first edition for Cyberpunk's Great Britain. It's just so Vader equals Vat equals 5. What? That is a bit of. I think that was just a coincidence. I don't think that was intended. I'll just be real. But, ideas have best been stolen and changed my own too. You have to understand. You have to understand. My entire lore is stolen and changed to my own taste, but taken to the extreme so much that it became a whole different thing. I like okay. A part of the lore that I have not reviewed yet was straight up just me watching like some like it was me. Vader is also the Dutch, literally Dutch word for father. Was that intended? Okay, now I'm questioning was that actually intended? Did George Lucas have this big brain moment? Because like episode 4 was the episode like I'm pretty sure like I'm not sure if Vader like Lucas even had Vader being Luke's father in mind yet in episode 4. Like during A New Hope. Like one of the like genuinely one of the characters in a future part of my lore it was the Hideo Vader is father in Slavic. It was a Hideo Kojima moment. Sasuga Kojima. But yeah I'm trying I watch a good anime. I'm like yeah I want to put this guy in my lore, and I just like gave like an elaborate reason on why this person is in the lore, even though it makes zero sense. But then, because of this elaborate reason, I could literally just change the name and it's a completely different character now. So I'm like, oh, yeah, I just made gold. Probably not intended. Before the success of 4, it was a standalone, and during filming, only James Earl Jones knew that was the line. That's fair. Lucas was provided differing accounts of how the name Darth Vader originated. In 2005 interview with Rolling Stone, he claimed it was a modified version of Dark Father. On another occasion, he said it was inspired by the phrase Dark Water. Okay then. Interesting. I definitely need to give more look. I need to do another writing. I need to do another writing stream. It's the only thing that'll force me to write. I need to do another writing stream. What? Everyone sucks at naming. Yeah, but at least Darth Vader sounds cool. I named myself Fire Ghost. How the fuck? What the? You have already read 100 words of smart. You need to write more. No. I am I don't want to use my keyboard too much right now. To be okay, jokes aside, I don't want to use my keyboard too much right now because yeah, my arm just hurt. Flamen guy sounds cool. But I am not sure if I want to. It also sounds way too aggressive, if that makes sense. Like I feel like Flamen guy sounds way too aggressive. Like it's shoving in your face aggressive. You can type with one finger. I don't. That is gonna be so slow. Yeah, fire. Yeah, I like Fire Ghost because it is the idea that kinda okay. The idea is that um, Fire Ghost is a code name. It's like urban legend and a code name and an urban Brad, do Fire Ghost in Chinese or Malaysia? What? No. The idea with Fire Ghost is that Fire Ghost is a code name and a urban legend name. So people like when it's come to urban legends, people with different accounts will have different names for stuff. So, but the general idea is behind that is like, oh, there is a fire in the ghost, like that. That is the idea, That is like the idea behind Fire Ghost. It is. I will say, Fire Ghost in Chinese is so shit to read. It's it's such a shitty way to present it. You wouldn't name a character like that. You would use other things, like more poetic words that unfortunately I am not good enough in Chinese to be poetic about in Chinese. And in Malay it's kind of the same. Urban legends, lol. You have an urban legend in a Brazil about a mule with no head. Head is headless. Yes, exactly. That's the point. It's just like, yeah, it's like fire ghosts. Yeah. So like different places will have different names for it, but the overarching idea is that there is is someone that disappear. Like you see the fire, and then the next thing you know, the fire is completely disappeared. The whoever started the fire is completely disappeared like a ghost. Is never seen again. That's like the idea behind Fire Ghost. Because I am definitely a creative genius. Tried having better posture. No. Yeah, yes, but also no. I really should try to get better posture. Finish urban legend is that the IR made us lose. That's not an urban legend. That's just schizo posting. That's not an urban legend. The spark? I don't like. No, the spark implies that it's like it appears and then like without doing anything it fades away. Like without doing anything it already faded away. It's like, oh, the spark of like, or like it started something, but the point is there is nothing to trace. There is nothing to start because everything that traces back to Fire Ghost, it disappears. There is no trace of Fire Ghost. There is no trace that I exist in the lore. at least until later down the line where I reappeared again. That was when I officially used Fire Ghost as like a code name. So like in the lore, it's like, oh yeah, I disappeared. Fire Ghost, thank you. The flash is taken. I'm gonna fucking flash. That no. I okay. My brain said I'm gonna fucking flash you, intended that to be an insult or something, but then I realized what that actually means, and I want to kill myself. All right, it's fine. Everything's fine. Oh yeah, I found it. Yeah, as I was saying, I found a deeper hole in 40K. The creators behind Kings and Generals, that one like the history YouTube channel that uses Total War and stuff to simulate battles and shit. Not really simulate. It's just for visuals, I guess. But yeah, they have another channel which focuses on fictional history called I think it's Heroes Wizard and was it Heroes and Wizard? I think it was Heroes, yeah, Wizard and Warriors. Sorry, yeah, Wizard and Warriors. And I just realized they have 40K series. I am cooked. I am cooked. There's so many videos that I can watch now. in 1981 and 1980, car bombing reached an all-time high. They are the only years during the Troubles when death toll reached over 1,000 in a year. In 1980, we sent a song to Eurovision when UK was holding it that year about sleeping past the alarm, but it was translated wrong as sleeping to the bomb. Translation was so wrong, so a new translation was offered to the Eurovision critics called Bomb Away. It remains the only year in Eurovision when that's okay, that's not an urban legend. That's just, if that's, I'm not sure if that's true, but if that's that's not an urban legend. That's just facts. That's either facts or schizo. Wait, what have I been? No, no, Delta. Why did you quote that? No, 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 no. Why? Anyway, yeah, I'm also another deeper hole. So, I've been seeing I've been seeing advertisements for Warhammer Tacticus on your mobile phone, and I have a bad feel, and it looks like a a gotcha game, and I'm scared. Is this what's gonna get me into gotcha? Fucking Warhammer, not Warhammer. Sorry, I mean like Genshin, Honkai. All of these things failed. All of these things failed to get me into gotcha. Fucking even Uma Musume, a media that I actually like, I couldn't get into the game because of the gotcha element. Is this what's finally going to get me into gotcha? You're not donating. Okay, okay. Uh, I promise I will not spend money on the game. If that's okay, then that's fine. I might play the game. I probably will not spend money though. Because I feel like it will not be worth it, and I am not. It's not like in like Gladius where it's like, it's actually kind of fun, you know. It's the kind of like it's just fucking, it's just gambling addiction. It's just collector's mania. Only good gacha is Nikkei due to having good RNG. I don't know about Nikkei at all. I don't even know what game it is, to be perfectly honest. LL get gambling addiction. I will say I am very susceptible to gambling addiction. I do get scared that at one point I'm actually just gonna get a gambling addiction if I start actually gambling, because I kinda like, the reason why I don't gamble is because I understand the math is just, I'm not gonna fucking win. That's not how gambling works. I understand the math. The math doesn't work. It's not it, you lose. Period. But yeah, maybe we can win if you're the luckiest motherfucker in the universe. You have a family. No, I don't have a family history actually. My family, if anything, I have a family history of not gambling. My grandmother is extremely against gambling, to the point of like, anytime she sees gambling, she associates it with um broken homes, and like she gets depressed if she figures out that members of her family are gambling. She'll be like, she'll think that she has failed them, like type of thing. But my dad, who used to gamble, don't gamble anymore because he had like he understood how, gambling actually works now, and he doesn't see the interest in gambling anymore. And but he was a person that was actually kind of surrounded by like different forms of gambling, because he had a lot of friends back in the day when your grandmother was correct. Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. I don't deny that. 100%. I don't disagree. Yeah, but yeah, my dad has like, multiple friends that kind of use yeah, the house always wins. But the thing with my dad, with gambling is that um when they were kids, there were like a couple of kids. They were super poor, so poor they could they could barely afford food. So one of the ways that they would earn money, unfortunately, is gambling, but not as the gambler, but as the house. Basically scamming people with gambling. And so he had many association he had like a couple of friends that is in that position, and like in that position, and basically because at that time they like all of them were they had hard times, and yeah, so they did that, and some of them were gambled their own skill. The one I have been told by my dad, because to this day he respects this guy, was a chess gambler, but it's like you know how it's like, oh, I'm gambling, like, oh, if I win, I get the money, or if you win, you get the money, right? Like type of, like, you get my money type of thing. So my father respects him a lot, because he is so good at chess to the point that um he doesn't he doesn't annihilate his opponent. Whoever he faces, he wins just enough to let the opponent think they have a chance of winning, so that they would gamble with him again. So he never destroys anyone in chess. Oh, hi, Boat, welcome in. But then he basically, like, anytime he gauges the opponent's strength, and basically um understand that, oh, yeah, like, if the person is absolutely certain to win, then no one's gonna gamble. So he makes it like, oh, when he's facing like this weaker guy, he'll play worse. When he plays a stronger guy, he'll play. We're talking about gambling. And my I'm really basically doing a story time right now, telling my dad's experience with, like, gambling. I guess this is not my. I'm not talking about my dad. It's my dad's friend that did this. Basically, you hint that you are not that good at the game, but you're actually like it's like a grandmaster nerfing as a like a newbie in front of a, like, semi like a semi good player. And one thing he also does really, really well is that he will sometimes lose on purpose, so that people would gamble with him more, so that he can win more. He was actually playing the house. He wasn't the gambler. He was the house. The moment you played with him, you have fallen into his trap. So yeah, apparently, like, he did that to the point of, he used all the money he earned from that just for survival stuff. He didn't even use those money to, for luxury things or anything. Like, even as a kid, he just did it to, like, buy, like, maybe buy a slightly more food today. That's it. Which is like, when you listen to, like, these kind of stories of, like, oh, how they use this, you're like, you kind of get it. It's not of course it's not a moral thing to, scam people, basically. But you kind of, for these kind of people, you kind of get it, because, and yeah. And yeah, speaking of, like, speaking of math, like, casino stuff. Yeah, you're not gonna win. The thing with gambling is that is the thing with gambling is that mathematically you cannot win if you play by the rules. That is the thing. You No matter how good you are at the math, you cannot win, because the math literally tells you cannot win if you play by the rules. The way you can outsmart the casino is by cheating, is by manipulating the game. And if you are caught for that, you are fucked. because casinos are fucking evil. Literally the only thing in like one of the only few tricks that actually kind of works when it comes to gambling, like card and it only works in gambling casinos, by the way. If you're gambling in like online or just anywhere, this doesn't work. But if you're gambling in casinos, card counting does work, and casinos already know that. So if you win a certain amount in blackjack, they'll just kick you out and they'll never let you in again. Yeah, card counting isn't technically against the rules. I know. Card counting isn't against the rule. It's the only mathematical thing that you can understand that because it is the only reason why it's so it happens is because it's because of physical decks. There is only so many cards in the physical deck, so you can count how many cards. You know, if you're really good at it, you can count it. So the casinos know this, of course. But if you play by the casino's rules in black, like pure casino, like the pure rules of blackjack without the physical limitation of a deck of cards, it's still like the odds of the house chance to win. I think the house edge. I think it's like I forgot. I think like 2 or 3%. Like I think it's below 5%. But that is enough. If you play too many games, you're fucked basically. Oh yeah, you have 5% edge, but 5% of $2 million is like I don't I you know I'm lazy. Roulettes aren't perfect. They're also unevens and more likely land at specific numbers. That is true if it was like 10 years ago. Nowadays, roulettes are they because every single roulette table's like statistics and stuff is probably measured. If like there was any kind of odds, which they have already, the casinos already know what kind of possible odds, like possible thing will happen, so they already have prepared for it. So maybe if you're super lucky, but then now you have to add in the day luck. On one day there is a problem with the roulette machine, but like for but usually even the roulettes, they have done testings, they have done to make sure that it is fair. I'm gonna assume they do it probably once a day, just to confirm that okay, today this table is gonna be fine. They probably do it once a day because it's not that hard to test. Just throw just play like 50 rounds straight and see and look at distribution. It's not hard. And the whole thing with roulette is just it's the easiest thing because if you just play black and red on roulette, you have a 2% chance of losing. You have a house edge of 2%. That is enough to bankrupt you. Because people don't comprehend. The highest chance you have of winning in a casino is to go to a casino, max bet all of your money on one thing, and then you don't never bet again. That's the highest chance you have of winning in a casino. You will never ever have more than that. That is why there is a max limit on how much you can bet. If you're not a high roller, they wouldn't let you bet $50,000 in one go, because technically, if that is the case, they would actually kind of lose money because every single person only gambles once in their life. So, hey, yes, in the end, they technically win money, but in the end, they technically win. They still win, but a decent amount of people will actually come out on top. The thing with gambling is that the more you play, the more you lose. It is a pay to lose game. It is literally a pay to lose game. And it's like, the idea is that once you, the idea is that you're not supposed to treat gambling as a way to earn money, even if you are super lucky. because that's not how a casino works. That's not how betting works. That's not how gambling works at all. That you cannot win money for gambling. You have a casino is basically a glorified arcade. That's it. Yes, it's paid entertainment. It's a glorified arcade. That's it. There's nothing else in it. It's just an arcade. You because you will not win. You will lose. If anything, you will lose. So yeah. So if you want to play like I wonder if some rulers are controlled by LLMs. You don't need LLMs to control. I will say if like because that is actually the worst kind of AI to use for. That's actually the worst kind of AI to use for gambling because LLMs are not random. For some casinos stupid enough to make it their gimmick, LLMs are not random. LLMs are very predictable. That's the whole thing with LLMs. They are really predictable. They're literally the opposite of random. They're so predictable. It's kind of funny. Hello, thank you for watching the. Oh wait, what's happening right now? Wait, is Argentina England playing right now? I'm not gonna watch it, but are they playing right now? Like maybe somewhere some games still had yet unthought of exploit. It's not. How do I describe this? It's no. These kind of games have thousands of mathematicians. How do I put this? You think you are great at math, brother? The casinos hired like 10,000 different mathematicians throughout history to find mathematical loopholes. You are not gonna find it. It is not going to be you that finds it, if there is. First of all, it will be the casino that finds it, and it's gonna be fucking patched. Because they have 10,000 different mathematicians. You have one. In 5 minutes, you're watching your family. Oh, that's cool. I'm not gonna. They're so predictable. They cannot call me pot. I know. I'm not saying that I am not predictable, but the thing with LLMs is that they are so fucking. Their whole point is that they are predictable. And if you ask an LLM to give you a random number, they will not be using an LLM. So it will just be the LLM activating a random number generator. Yes, I am an LLM verb from Flash and Ash. Yeah. And also like the advent of computer gambling has made it literally impossible to exploit. Because everything is just an algorithm. And also, if you find an exploit, they keep count of their expected edge and any deviation resulting. Yep, exactly. If you constantly win over their edge, and then they realize that something's wrong, and then they keep searching, they cannot find anything's wrong, and if they really cannot find how you're cheating, well, they kick you out. They don't care. Yeah, they just you can. Or they will usually say they won't even say usually they won't kick you out. They will say, oh, you can play any other game. You're just not allowed to play this one where you keep winning. You see those slot machines over there? Go press the button. Press the big red button. Press it. Press the big red button. Sure, it is a good idea. Press the button. Press the button. The big red button is over there. Look at it. Look at the big red button. Look at how good you want me to press it. And then it's and by the way, the slots machines are the most addicting thing in casinos because it gives you like the highs and the lows really quickly. And kind of one thing I realized, like, okay, Once again, this is a weird analogy because for some reason I'm using chess again because but this is a coincidence. Um, Back when so one thing I realized is that I kind of fall into these kind of like these kind of stop telling people to. What do you mean? Well, 2 minutes to game. There we go. All right, have fun. Have fun. Who do you? Wait. Before. Wait. Who do you want to win? Who do you want to win? I need to know this. Also, anyway, um, so I realized that like I actually do have. Oh, big red button press the telephone. No, I didn't even think about that. I was thinking of gambling. I wasn't thinking about I wasn't thinking about the YouTube subscribe button. Yeah, but yeah, if you want to see more stupid, dumbass things, that's dumbass conversations about about dumb stuff, press the big red button and subscribe to know when I stream. Okay. Argentina wins the video because never coming home again. You see, the thing is, like, I want both Argentina and England to lose. They both deserve to lose. Argentina because they actually do deserve to lose because they're very much dicks. Um, England because it's just really funny. Anyway, yeah, I'm not gonna talk about the World Cup anymore because I don't like it. I'm not gonna watch it. I don't support the World Cup this year. I'm not watching it anyway. Um. Anyway, what was I talking? Oh yeah, so like when I play chess, so if you guys don't know, there is a mode called bullet chess where you play for only like a minute each. So the thing is, for me, that is the closest thing I can feel to playing slot machines. Like watching my elo go up and down. Thank fuck it's free. I can lose as many times as I want without actual consequences. But I can understand like how that feeling works because of that. Because it is the feeling of like just one more game, I'll make my points back. Like even computer are exploitable. There is some way to cheese casino games out there, but it will result. No, computer algorithms are exploitable if you know all of the details of the computer algorithm, which is not possible unless you hack into the casino's website and like the seed and obtain the seeds and stuff. That also the seeds change. So yeah. So no, not even if you are able, you cannot cheese the casino because it's like the randomness, it's not true randomness, but at some point when you just compound five different pseudo randomness and you don't let and having some things that is like having literally anything that stops every single chain of randomness like source from being found, then it's pure random. It's just pure random. You cannot do stuff. Have you ever done the intercontinental ballistic missile move on chess? Yes, actually I have. It's really fun. I know what that is. I know chess memes. Chess memes are great. Actually, I never really done the actual intercontinental ballistic missile move. I have done it once against a friend because I have done it once against a friend, and I wasn't expecting them to fall. He was a new player, so that's why I did it. Because my default opening doesn't allow for the intercontinental ballistic missile variation. But yeah, the problem with what I can say, um the problem with like how like when I'm playing chess in that way where I just play 1 minute and I just like, okay, because of how fast it goes, and like in this case my elo and my points is like the it reminds you of lava lamp thing where it said a wall of lava lamps in their randomness algorithm. Yeah, I'm not okay. They don't really use a wall of lava lamps. That's probably a myth. Back in the day, they would use physical random phenomena to simulate true randomness. They still, I think they still do for I think they still do it for some things. I'm not sure if casinos do it, but they will use something easier basically, not your with an infinite large data sample up. No shit. Good luck getting an infinitely large data sample. The problem is infinitely large data sample. You cannot get an infinitely large data sample. No fucking shit. Everyone knows that you can find a pattern with an infinitely large data sample. But good luck finding the infinitely large data sample. The problem is that oh my god. Everyone knows how that. Okay, you know what? Yeah. But the you know what? Um But yeah, if you ever play, if you have you ever played like a game and then like those kind of games where you have like ranking systems, like elo systems, I guess, and you keep losing, but then you are at a state of like, oh, I have to play another game, I want to get it back. That feeling, I think, is the closest thing you can feel to a gambling addiction, because damn, that is like that fucks me up, honestly. It is why I also had this when I played, Clash Royale. You can earn crowns and stuff, or if you lose, and that is like, it's not long as well. It's like, oh, 5 minutes per game. I also had that problem, and I have seen, like, friends like actually like rage super hard on Clash Royale, and it felt like gambling, and it's one of those things, because it's like, it's you need an infinite, just collect a different sample every year for 1 decade, then rotate between data samples. That is not infinitely large. That's actually very small, compared to infinity. The problem is getting it involved data involves losing money, infinite data, infinite loss. Yep, exactly. And also, there's not even infinite data, infinite loss. It's physically not possible. We don't have the equipment able to. The data is so much. We physically cannot store that much data. we like it's to the point where it breaks physics if you try to solve it. The only way to really solve it is to know it beforehand, which is, the casinos. And that's assuming the casino doesn't cheat. Let's be real here. You know how easy it is to cheat if you're a casino? If you're an online casino, I mean. I can just, like, maybe they can detect, oh, this person is like, if this person isn't a gambling addict, so, oh yeah, they make the win rate slightly higher to get him hooked. Then, oh, this account is a serial gambler. Well, they're just gonna let him lose, maybe win like 1 to 2 times. To be fair, the largest number is infinitely small compared. Exactly. Infinity is not actually a number. It's an idea. You're a special boy with big brain. You can handle the data, but I can't handle infinite money loss. You're you also physics cannot handle it either, so it doesn't matter. 10 different lists and switch between them. That's not how that works. That's not big enough for computers. That is very small for computers, actually. Also, by the way, just saying, by the way, physics, we genuinely work with infinity, and it makes me it makes me suffer. By the way, in physics, in quantum mechanics, you have to integrate over infinity. You're a special boy beyond physics. What are you, an orc? What, you have a just stop feel that if you believe something hard enough, you fucking manifest it in real life, huh? What are you, a psyker? But yeah, in quantum mechanics, you actually have to work with infinity. You know what's the annoying part? You cannot substitute this infinity with a very, very fucking large number. Because if you do that, it's wrong. The whole point is that there is an infinite amount of area that you're not accounting for if you do that. Infinite amount of integration you're not accounting for when you do that. So no, you cannot just replace it with a big number. you have to use infinity. So none of the numbers make sense anymore because everything works with idea in quantum physics. In quantum physics, you have to something has to apply to all of space to be considered to be considered correct. If it does not apply to your brain is infinitely huge and it occupies a finite space. I don't think you know what huge means. I don't think you know what infinitely huge means. I mean, there's always like the question of like, is a can an infinite universe have a finite space? That is actually an idea, by the way. Can an infinite universe have a finite space? It is a question to think about. It needs no logic for no, no, I will. It is impossible. No, it is big enough to have an impossible to detect. Uh, we can it fire what? You mean well can it? If I remember, the answer is we don't know. I think like okay, mathematically I think it's possible if I remember correctly. Something hyperbolic, a hyperbolic universe, which is a hard to describe, hard to explain thing, but it might be possible. Is the idea to have an infinite universe with a finite space. Mathematically and reality does not always match though. So we don't. In the end, the answer is as always with anything when it comes to physics, high level physics, we don't fucking know. Explain the hyperbolic time. It's called it is a thing that sounds cool and therefore okay, it makes no sense. What the fuck do you mean a hyper? Wait, remember your brain is infinitely complex, but occupies a finite space. See, an infant that so an infinitely complex system, uh, a a highly complex system must hold massive amounts of must hold massive amounts of sorry very low actually very low amounts of entropy, meaning that because of how low of an entropy it has, there will be a lot of energy storage into the universe in your brain, meaning your brain is a bomb. Oh, so your brain has infinite mass. Your brain is a black hole. Good luck figuring that out. I don't know why I'm saying this. But yeah, so yeah, this is why downtime's a cat. That is crazy. That is fucking crazy. That is. But yeah, and if something infinitely complex have zero entropy, and zero entropy means that there is an infinite amount of entropy that can no finite mass, infinite complex. No, that's the thing. There is no such thing as fine because that violates E equals MC square actually. Because if it has zero, if it's infinite complexity, which means it violates E equals MC square. So if something has infinite complexity, it means it has no entropy, and if it has no entropy, um, it can only happen in a state of very infinite energy, and infinite energy implies infinite mass. So yeah, see, the logic is very physics is actually really simple if you think about it. You know, logic there, logic there. It's not simple. It's not simple. Don't let them tell you. Don't let those like physics passion. It's not simple. Your brain violates the E equals mc squared. Simple. Um, yes, but the rest of the universe does not. So you are going to, how do I describe this? Um, the sheer presence of something that violates it would cause basically a collapse in how do I describe this? You know, your brain is not it. The fact that you are communicating with me means that your brain is not an isolated system. Therefore, energy there is an energy exchange between in and out, and you know outside of, so you have an infinite energy inside your brain, meaning that you have there is an access of energy to the energy inside your brain, meaning all of the energy, infinite energy in your brain uh must necessitate flowing out in an infinite rate, and completely destroying the universe, because not really completely destroying the universe. It'll basically be a massive explosion before collapsing into a black hole, depending on how fast it is. And if it's infinitely fast, we don't even know what will happen, because that makes no sense. Oh, fuck off. I swear to God, these fuckers. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, okay. The brain is an isolated system like a black hole. There is no energy exchange, but there is information. Okay. You just opened another can of worms. You just opened another can of worms. We don't know if black holes have information. Ah! I just dropped my phone. Uh, Hold on, give me a minute. Answer if fractal. What is fractal? I don't even know what a fractal is. What's a fractal? Oh, complex geometry is a never-ending pattern that repeats itself as every scale. No, it doesn't necessarily. No, it doesn't necessarily have infinite mass, because things to infinity can approximate to a number. It can converge on it. Infinity can converge. Infinity can converge if it gets smaller and smaller and smaller. How do I put this? Whether or not a black, so first of all, there is energy exchange in a black hole in the form of Hawking radiation. First of all, so that itself is already wrong. Second of all, in like the whole information exchange in the idea of there is no information exchange in a black hole is also not really okay. It's something I don't fully understand either. I'll be real, because information theory, like quantum information theory, is hell. So I don't actually. I genuinely don't. I genuinely do not fucking understand. Um, but there is one thing I know, is that there is no consensus on whether a black hole, whether there is information exchange in a black hole. And another thing is, the problem with the problem with the black holes is not information exchange, is information destruction. Because we know the Hawking radiation, it can radiate Hawking radiation. Oh, you like theories? Do you open every can of worms? Yes. You think black holes are sexy? Okay, okay. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down, Mango. But yeah, um, information exchange. I The thing is, we don't know if any information that goes into a black hole is the information destroyed. That is what we don't know. I don't know enough about infinite about I don't know enough about black holes and information and quantum information theory to give you an answer, or like even to give like a educated guess. The best I can do is just say there is no consensus, and we have no fucking idea. That's the best I can do. The contrast between infinite blackness and the orange ring around it is super cool. It's technically not infinite blackness. But okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not gonna. uh, all right. It's just that insert D into black hole. D never comes out. Go to ER. Will they fix it? That's the thing. Insert D into black hole. D might come out as Hawking radiation. But can we turn the Hawking radiation back into ER? Back into D? We don't know. Can we turn the Hawking radiation back to D? We don't know. Like black holes are not an isolated system. Remember that. They do radiate energy and they do dissipate. They do follow the second laws of thermodynamics. It is infinite blackness on OLED monitor. That's not how that works, but okay. Also, I just realized insert D into black hole. Please don't insert your D into black hole. Go to ER. Will they fix it? I don't think the ER has experience dealing with the D in the black hole. I'll be real. You know, I know they have. Some of them probably have a experience of D in an M&M's in an M&M's tube. And if you know what I'm saying, if you know what I'm talking about, then hell yeah. So they probably have an experience in that. But black hole, I don't know. All we know is, okay, black hole doesn't fucking suck. It doesn't suck. It's not a it's just it's just gravity. It pulls you. Uh, you know, it spaghettifies you, but that's not what I think. What if black hole can get pregnant from it? So pregnant with what though? That's a cool real question. Also, yeah. Did you know that if you're not, it requires, it re- by the way, this is something that makes me want to shoot myself. This is the unironic thing. Um, being stationary requires um requires a force when you are in a gravitational field. Right, that's how you spaghettify pasta. Well, you just roll up the pasta. You go through. You cut it into shapes. You you put it inside the you put it you roll it around and until it's like round. I love how you thought D was an algebraic term and that was the intention. I thought it was an algebraic term for like 5 minutes and then for like a while and I realized, oh shit, you're making a dick joke. But yeah, any one of you know the M&M's tube? Come on, please tell me one of you know what the M&M's tube is. Bro is still commenting to this. Bro is still suffering the consequences to this day on Reddit. I look into I look at his post from time to time. Hold on, you know what? I'm gonna look it up today. I haven't looked it up in a while. Let's see what's his latest comment is, because bro is still active. No, no. Every time the Italians want to make spaghetti, they use a black hole. Oh damn! What kind of black hole do they use? he commented on a on an Ask Reddit saying, asking, oh, halfway through 2026, how is your New Year's resolution? What is the status? And then he commented, "Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy?" And then people basically asking asking him, so how so is your New Year's resolution to get the cylinder out? Wait, if you insert a spaghetto into a black hole, it cannot spaghettify as it already is. It is already a spaghetto with break physics. No, it'll become a fettuccine. Wait, is it a fettuccine? Hold on, Google it because I don't remember. No, it's not a fettuccine. It's what's the fucking uh hold on, what is it? Capellini, there you go. The thinner one. It becomes the thinner one. And then 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 in the end it becomes a line of atoms. And it's just one single line of atoms for it is barely a split second before basically being ripped apart. So yeah. Fun times. One would say fun times. Atom spaghetto. You know, the Italians really need to bring up their game. You know, they didn't consider what an what a single line atom of of pasta would be called. You know, there's not enough names for pasta. We need more. We need the single atom line pasta. Need to know what is it called. It's Italy. Oh, this is a call out post on Italy. Sorry. Anyway. Does it become Adam Spaghetto? Yes, kinda. Would it still be spaghetti if not made pasta? Not made pasta anymore? I mean, what is a pasta but a but a combination of atoms that are in wheat, atoms that are in water, as there are atoms that are in the 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 eggs and stuff you put in. What is pasta if not that? So yeah, it is ish pasta, ish pasta, because what sauce and protein pairs well with Adam spaghetto? Protein. Hold on. A beta helix protein would probably be pretty cool. But just one chain of beta helix though. If you put too many chains of beta helix, like they go together, they'll take over the Adam spaghettos of texture. When it comes to sauce, that's a good question. I guess a void of plasma would be the of plasma of what kind of plasma? Hydrogen plasma would probably be good. Yeah, a void of hydrogen plasma would probably be perfect for it. Actually, no, that would be too hot. No, we need something more. Oh no, yeah, I got it. A supercritical fluid tomato sauce. Yeah. Can I have a side of Hawking radiation? Yes, you can, but you have to wait like a million years for it because the astronaut is gonna go to the black hole. He's gonna collect it, and by the time he comes back, it's gonna be a million years for us. Well, only like 100 pass by for him. So if you're willing to wait like a million years, so definitely. You know, are you willing to wait that long? Perchance. Hey, you wait. Okay, well, see you in a minute. Pasta is a gastronomic religion meant to depress the soul of southern Sicily, the kingdom mellow and docile. It is to Italian what mahjong is to China. You do know mahjong is actually kind of like it's not really I don't know why mahjong is so associated with Chinese culture when yes, it is made from in China, but it's like super late in the game, and it's like made super late in the game, you know. And like I don't know why it's so prevalent in Chinese like culture, and it became like like I will say like a lot of like the Chinese gambling culture probably comes from mahjong, which is eh. Okay. Anyway, what if you go really fast to pass the time? Um, yeah, that will work actually. Yeah, that will work. You just need like infinite energy though. You should probably connect it with Delta's brain to get the infinite energy. A nice hydrogen plasma reduction, flavorful. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, hydrogen plasma reduction would be cool. That would be good. But hydrogen a reduced hydrogen is not a thing though. You know, because to reduce a hydrogen, you kinda have to remove the hydrogen. That's the whole thing. So yeah, that's not how that works. No, that means they decapitate you for a little bit. That's crazy. But yeah, yeah, you can't really reduce plasma, hydrogen. Unfortunately, that's not a thing. You know, physically that's impossible. You can oxidize it though. You can reduce it. You know, mahjong is harmful to the soul. I would say mahjong itself is extremely fun. If you remove the gambling elements, or you can just go get it yourself. That way you don't have to wait. Oh yeah, you can go there yourself. Yeah, just go grab the Hawking radiation yourself. This is so fucking stupid, man. This is so this is actually so stupid. I don't know how to describe it. Gambling in mahjong implies existence of strip mahjong. Oh, it does. Strip mahjong is a thing. I'm not even joking. It literally is a thing. It just is a thing. It's not just a thing. It's also something you get people to do if you lose a lot of if you like have no money left. That's genuinely a thing. Uh, only for 20 minutes top person when you have to put my head back. I have school tomorrow. I mean, you know, if there's infinite energy inside, you know, you can like okay. So wait, the problem is 20 minutes in whose perspective? If it's 20 minutes in person's perspective, that could be a million years from now. You have to specify. In relativity, time is not constant. Time is a variable. To you have to specify the frame of reference. I'm exposing you guys to like 4 years of physics pain, by the way. Like this is fun. It's fun because I'm saying it funnily. But you have to understand, I suffered 4 years for this shit, and I'm probably gonna suffer more. The stuff. Oh my god! Stop fucking. Where the fuck are these motherfucker? Why the fuck are they coming from? Fuck these bots. Alright. On your way to. No! No! Go away! Go away! No! Listen. You're using Delta's hit to do the speed, then don't be. No, you don't. Because, you can absorb all the energy from Delta's hit, and then, you travel at 20 minutes, you travel at 20 minutes, but Delta's body is gonna only experience, it's 20 minutes for you, but Delta's body is gonna experience, like a million years type shit. Time will move slower for you, so 20 minutes is very important. 20 minutes, the perspective is 20 minutes is very important. Also, depends on how fast you go. Can you reduce hydrogen becomes a proton? No. A hydrogen, hydrogen is a proton. Like, there's a proton and an electron. You can't you reduce hydrogen. You're remove. That's what you're thinking of is a hydrogen ion. That is already a thing. It's already a thing. It's already a thing. Also, that is oxidation. Reducing a hydrogen atom into a hydrogen ion is a form of oxidation. It's not a form of. It's not a form of it's not a form of reduction that you can. You're oxidizing it in that case. Electron sauce. I mean, yeah, that is true. But electron sauce are not gonna be consistent. It has a weird consistency though. It tends to just just fly around and have but and then if you want to feel it, it has to be in a certain way. A lovely spread of quarks. Yeah, but the quarks might just mix together, and then it might form unwanted things. You don't want that. You don't want that. You don't want that on your spaghetto. Fan meetup in Kuala Lumpur for strip. No. Never. Literally never. I would never do that. No. Also, that's a wrong way to spell Kuala Lumpur. Fuck you. That's Kuala Lumpur. A lovely quarks get clumpy. Get to clumpy. 20 minutes in a random Earth human's perspective, like Wendy from famous burger franchise Wendy's. Okay. So yeah, you have like a million. So like you have like a how do I put this? A 20 minutes and hold on, I'm suddenly not able to comprehend. So you have like less than a second to get the energy before you have to return it person. So good luck with that. Just good luck with that. You have probably less than a second, or less than a microsecond. Well, Dota's infinite mind can you faster like yes. The thing is like yes, but the moment you go faster than light, you kind of have to you only have like 0.1 second in your perspective left to give back, or else a million years will pass. Yes, a proton electron remove electron. There's if you remove an electron is by necessity a oxidation. That is what oxidation does. It removes electrons. Okay, not necessarily, but electron sauce is sparkling. Yes, it is. It would be sparkling, but also yes. If you remove electron from an atom, that is a form of oxidation. Do you understand? You like it on cocktails? Cock. Speaking of cocktails, my brother is apparently very good at making them. To be fair, it was a very simple cocktail, but still. Okay, but where's the toaster? What do you mean, where's the toaster? Oh, you know, it's fucking in. It's the STC for a toaster is in like somewhere in Slanesh's room. You go find it. I don't know. Trust the process. We need a toast. Yeah, but it's in fucking the STC. The STC is in Slanesh's room. Figure it out. I don't know. It's imperative. Get it then. You'll get the fucking toaster and the STC of the toaster is Lanesh's realm. You know. Make sure you don't get your. No, I'm not gonna go get it. Also, in my head canon for. Oh no. I cannot resist to make self-insert fanfiction of me being super overpowered. I cannot resist that. I keep doing that. I have done that for Warhammer now, by the way. I have a fanfiction going on that I'm once again super OP. Um, yes, and yeah. So technically, I am immune to chaos corruption. But also I have to run. But go run, and I am also I can also freely traverse the warp with no consequences. The problem is fighting in Slanesh's realm would probably take like actual millions of years, so that would not be ideal. That just won't be ideal. I don't think I have that kind of time. Just saying. Just saying. I don't think I have that kind of time. You know. Also, I wonder how relativity works if you introduce the warp in it. I don't know why I'm thinking about this, but I'm ironically thinking, can you explain relativity in terms of the warp? You're red, so your ghost gets something from Corrin, and Delta is green, so it gets a phasure going to Nurgo's domain. Good luck, Delta! I mean, to be fair, Delta loves the... wait, is it Delta who loves the... no, that was Rabbit, never mind. Delta likes the... Rabbit likes to plague Marines. But why are you red? Since when are you red? Oh, so since when is Delta green? Why are you red and why is Delta green? Alright. It's Wednesday. Tomorrow's Thursday. Do I have anything to do tomorrow? Not really. Delta is green because Brazil and Tatsumaki. Oh yeah, that's true. But you're not red though on Discord either. You're just, if anything, you are also green because you are on Discord. You are a praying mantis. Is that praying mantis? I think that's a praying mantis. So yeah, if anything, you're also green. Who the fuck is Mango is yellow, and I don't think there's a chaos god associated with yellow though. How do you? You're red because mechanicus and your favorite color is a shade of red. Okay. Also, if I had to like a chaos god, you would not like Nurgle. Actually, you know what? Might as well. What are you all of you guys' favorite chaos god? Actually, I am actually kind of I'm actually kind of curious now. Favorite chaos god, go. Mine is either Zinch or Slanesh for two reasons. Okay, Slanesh because Slanesh feels really gender. If that makes sense. Slanesh feels really gender. And Zinch because he's a changer of ways, meaning I can change myself. Mutation, HRT, that kind of thing. Anyway, Nurg. Oh, you're a Nurgo. Okay, that's pretty cool. We love very stinky, abusive parents. Oh my god. No, don't say that. Reluctantly, because they also Zinch is the least stinky turd. I will say though, like if I were to, okay, okay, if I were to If I were I have to fall to chaos or some shit, I guess. Okay. This is. Hear me out. Hear me out. I think Slanesh would be the best choice. Hear me out. You get to experience all the. You are fucked either way. So why not have your fucked experience be um the having the fucking time of your life in every single emotion that every single emotion. Why choose the depression disease, the mutation monstrosity, and just fighting for the rest of your rest of time, you know. Zinch is a god of hope. Zinch is the best choice. He's only a chaos god with a long term planning. I mean, yeah, kinda, but at the same time, it's like but at the same time, if you if you become a how do I put this? Yes, Zinch represents hope, but you being a part of Zinch's schemes are you are not gonna have a lot of hope. You can have hope. Doesn't mean the hope will pay off. Then Zinch would be the best you can conspire against him. What's he gonna do? Ban conspiring because he doesn't like it? You can conspire against him. You are not going to win. Is the problem. He represents your conspiring. He knows what you're conspiring. He would let you conspire. He'll be happy that you're conspiring against him. Yeah, Zinch doesn't care for his followers because you know, it's part of his master plan in the end, Your master plan is part of his master plan. If that makes sense. And yeah, because you have a master plan, you have hope. But Zinch has a bigger hope. Zinch plan your conspire. You're most likely to die as part of a plan of Zinch, ergo you're most likely to spread an eternity. Yeah, but no, that's the thing though. If you're like, let's say like you're a demon of Zinch, you don't die. You don't die. You don't die. Just dying is not a thing in the world. Remember, Zinch plan your conspiring. He planned your life out of you. He's literally go in god form. Kinda means minimize. No, he. Yes, he doesn't care about you specifically. But if you are a part of his master plan, and that master plan involves turning you into a monstrosity turning you into the monster from I Have No Mouth but I Must Scream, if that is part of the master plan, you are fucked. And he's not uncaring. If you want an uncaring overlord that just lets you chill, then you want Nurgle. Nurgle doesn't give a fuck about what you do. You're just one big happy family. You just have to accept your place, and Nurgle lets you do whatever you want. That's the uncaring overlord is Nurgle. Humans aren't demons, they never became them. Demon princes are not truly demons. That is like a whole thing. I don't know. I'm not gonna fucking debate that shit. But either way, my point still stands. You only die if he wants you to die. That's the problem. If the part of your plan, part of his master plan is, you don't die, you're fucked. There's no whole thing. There is a whole thing. I spent way too much time on Warhammer this past month. My life is forfeit. There's nothing left. If any Chaos God decides their interests are best served by you having a horrible phase, you would get a horrible. No, not actually. You're having a horrible fate either way. Let's put it out of the way. You are having a horrible fate either way. But Slanesh wants you to have fun. Slanesh wants you to go nuts. Korn doesn't care. Korn just wants you to fight. Korn doesn't give as long as you give him blood, Korn doesn't give a shit. You can do whatever the fuck you want as long as you give him blood. Nurgle also kind of doesn't care. It's because his whole thing is his whole thing is that you're stagnating. He doesn't care. He likes it more if you're not doing anything and you're just doing your own thing and just stagnating and not actively changing a lot. But Zinj wants you to change. Sometimes in bad ways. He wants you to change into. He wants the pure randomness to fuck you up. He wants the randomness. He wants everything. He wants you to be not human anymore. He wants you to be, completely fucked up being. Malala best chaos god when he achieves the ultimate of cancer, destroying all chaos. There is no suffering. Even if you entered afterlife in a miserable life, that miserable life is temporarily. He's the only one whose hell is temporarily. If he succeeds, he's the most. But doesn't that kill him though? If he succeeds in doing that, then he dies. So yeah, Zinj might actually be one of the worst if you can. Okay, it depends. It depends on if you are a type of person that kind of likes okay, you think that pure unadulterated randomness is gonna be your thing. Go ahead. But if you feel like you want a little bit of predictability in your life, yeah, don't go for Zinj. You're gonna die. You're gonna suffer hard because there is no such thing as predictability. Your life is now just randomness, things happening. You expecting things to happen, but then they actually happen a different way because that's exactly what that's because it's change. Nothing is constant. Everything changes. Yes, exactly. That is the point. He has a journey where the end is purposeful, for other end is not purposeful. That's fair. That's fair. But at the same time, if he succeeds, would the universe or I guess the galaxy go and end with him? Like with Malal, if Malal succeeds, I don't fully comprehend because it's mostly been retcon anyway. So what can I do? Um. Isn't that the most beautiful goal? I don't know. I mean, in a sense, then Malal would mean that he's the chaos god of the end, of the inevitable, because like Nurgle is the chaos god of of entropy and like stagnation, but at one point you stagnate so much there is nothing left. Not even stagnation is left. So technically you can um um technically you can do that. Yeah, 100%. Any chaos god is deciding to fuck you in particular at some point. But Zinj will do that to everyone. Korn doesn't give a fuck. You give him blood, he's not gonna fuck you personally unless you do something to him. Fucking Slanesh probably gets off to you, fucking you, fucking you in particular. That's the thing. But then and Nurgle just won't. Nurgle, unless you fuck once again, unless you fuck with him, he doesn't really care. Nurgle, grandfather Nurgle loves his grandchildren. He won't let you suffer. You just have to accept that this is your life now. That's all he wants. All grandfather Nurgle wants is for you to accept. Add you as a friend on Steam or give me DS2 on the next Steam, so that is probably not a good idea then. And I'm also not going to play it, I'll be real. Dark Souls 2 is not my type of game. I will just be honest with you, it's not the type of game I don't want to play ever. He may be as abusive, but he is stagnant level. Exactly. He's the He's the dad that when you ask for help, he laughs at you. He's not the abusive. He's not abusive. It's like, oh, he grabs the thing and whacks you. No, no, no. He's the dad that has already whacked you to death. Now he doesn't touch you anymore. He just wants you to be happy that he whacked you. You know? Just accept that you whacked him. He whacked you. Just accept that your body is now a mangled piece of mess, Yeah. Don't worry about it. That's just how things go. Being a mango mess is just how things go. Yeah. I would not like DS2. Shut up. I know how DS2. I know how Dark Souls work. I'm don't. I know how Dark Souls work. Okay, you're saying it like you don't know how Dark Souls works. The problem is I really don't like Dark Souls type games. I don't like Souls like games at all. You've been convinced. Nergo or Corn? All right. Person. Do you have the Black Plague? We need to infect. We need to infect Delta this instant. But the thing with the thing with Siege is that people always expect, like, all of the followers of Siege expect that they can outsmart the changer of ways. They expect that they will be the one to do it. But no, that's not happening. Promise me Corn just because you want to look good, and Corn will allow me to look good. You send your code out blood. That is fair. I will say, if you are the type of person that kind of just kind of into like the blood, like like fighting and like just fucking killing things, honestly, Corn is not a bad choice. It's just that you have to contend with the fact that you are now gonna be feeling basically anger and nothing else for the rest of time. You will not feel any other you'll basically not feel any other emotion. You'll basically feel only anger. And I would say at least with Slanesh, you can feel literally everything. Because at that point I'll probably get off to suffering or something. No. No, not even a good girl will be enough to convince you to play Dark Souls. It's just one of those games I really hate. I'm sorry. I don't like games that I feel like I have to spend 5 hours just to understand basic mechanics. I can't do this kind of game. I would kill. I would rage. I stopped playing in the first 10 minutes in that case. No, the mechanics in chess are simple. It's just that a lot of small simple things, add up to complexity. That's not Dark Souls. Even the most basic thing in Dark Souls is complicated as fuck. Possibly, you're not really into fighting. You're into just doing your part and being done with it. Honestly, doing your part and being done with it sounds more nerdy. It just sounds more nerd. That sounds more nerdy. The thing is, Corn seems to allow that, but you need to be proactive. How much there is no such thing as too much blood, if that makes sense, for Nergo. If you for the second think that oh, I've done enough, then you probably have not done enough. That's the problem. You have to keep doing it because he demands it. You see you see that family of 4 over there. You're also into Rage Rating is more Slanesh, because it's yeah, that's more Slanesh. Corn doesn't care about getting others angry. Corn only wants yourself to be angry. He doesn't rage bait you. He wants you to be angry, and you have a bit of a temper. I feel like you're making. Also, yeah, like anger itself can also be Slanesh's thing. Well, no, with Corn is anger and like bloodshed and that kind of thing for the sake of anger for the sake of anger. But for Slanesh is more anger for the sake of of intensity and emotion. To feel the anger, That's like a different. So there's like a difference there. Corn is, simple. It's like, okay, yeah, you get angry because so you can get angry. You get angry so that you can fight. You get angry so you fight so you can fight. It's like the basic orc mentality, really enough. But for Slanesh, it's emotions. Like, okay, they also revel in anger, but they revel in it in a different way, where they revel in it to feel a form of access and desire from it. It's weird. It's weird. It's very weird. Enemy is attacking you. They to just walk to the left. What does walking to the left constitute? Do you walk one step or two step? How many hold? How many seconds? How in chess? I just press boop boop. I just move it there. That's it. Oh, you can move there. Oh, like it's not a fucking hell. Not no. Slanesh Slanesh is like the opposite. Yes, no. Slanesh is the opposite of Korn, in a way. That's the whole point. Slanesh is the opposite of Korn, because Korn represents doing stuff for the sake of doing stuff. Slanesh represents doing stuff for like for self gratification, for personal gain, that kind of thing. So they both represent doing stuff, but they're the opposite end of doing stuff. Fire Ghost was the person who will convince Delta to follow to their kill. I don't care, actually. I'm not actually trying to convince Delta. I'm just pointing out the patterns here. Nurgle is the opposite of Zinj, because Zinj wants things to change. Zinj want things to always evolve. He wants to fuck with you a lot, and you're not either, to be fair. That's true. Nurgle wants things to just stay always the same, stay consistent, stagnate, and that's why I say, like, Nurgle will mostly just leave you alone, because he doesn't care about you. I don't know. He cares about you in the way that you are accepting of your lot. Once you accept, he doesn't care. After rethinking against Slanesh is the choice. Yeah. Infinite ecstasy. Woo! When it's gonna hit the enemy, that's not. I'm not gonna argue with you. Yes, crack. Yes, you will be a crack addict. But hey, at least you get to do crack. At least you get to do crack. At least you won't just spend the rest of your time, doing nothing, fighting, or doing and being mutated out of your mind that you cannot possibly comprehend anything anymore. Like, the bad part of it expressively, always chasing the yes. At least you have a high. There is a crazy ass low, but but every single one of these have low. At least, and I know Slanesh has the lowest low also, but high. You get to be high. Let's go. Yippee. It's like essentially we all are. The thing about drugs is that the best experience in your life. It's also another thing. It's that it's not really the best experience in your life. It's that it excites you so much that no other feeling can compare. It's not always the best. It doesn't matter, like, good or bad doesn't matter. It's just one of the most intense feelings in your life. No, it's not good. It changes the threshold of good. It's not good. People who do drugs don't feel good. They feel ecstatic. They feel high. High and feeling good are two different things. You don't feel happy. You feel everything at the same time. Yep. It won't be as good the second time. There is the intensity is not as good as the second time. It's the fact that nothing feels the same way. It's a very complicated thing. Addiction is a very complicated thing. It's, once again, it's not really like the high. The problem isn't the high. The problem is the addiction. It's the your brain for some reason really wants you to continue doing it. They want to feel your brain. It doesn't like even if it feels terrible. It's like smoking. People who smoke all like acknowledge smoking fucking sucks, but they do it anyway because a part of their brain keeps telling them, "Oh, I need to do it. I need to do it. I need to do it." Every smoker says the same. Like every smoker don't think smoking is good, but they do it anyway because that's what calms their brain now because they're addicted. That's addiction. Drugs are kind of the same thing, but in this case, it's not the goodness or like how it's just the excitement you feel, the pure ecstasy you feel, you know. Question: would Mango fall to Zinj of Slanesh using Zinj? Yeah, Mango. If you were to fall to one of the Chaos Gods, who would you fall to? Not who's your favorite. Who would you fall to? A lot. Okay. What about okay? Okay. You know what? Because Malala is actually actually has an endpoint. I'm removing Malala from the list because there is not enough suffering. I like every single one is suffering. But Malala isn't. So I'm removing Malala from the list. So what form of suffering would you prefer? So, so somewhat antithetical to Slanesh because it's short-term insanity is essential of a long-term madness. Oh, you don't exchange for long-term madness when you worship Slanesh because every you will seek the next high, but every high will be better than you will be in a constant state of high. That's the gift of Slanesh. Yes, you'll be craving higher and higher and higher, so you do more and more and more. But Slanesh gives you it. Slanesh doesn't deny you that feeling. It's just that you're not. It's to the point of insanity. You know, all the things that we consider essentially, human and are, slowly deteriorate until there's nothing left than a monster that just seeks the next high, basically. Not even the next high, the higher high, I should say. You don't. Yeah. So, other than my law, what Mango? And I think I'll once you answer on the stream. Oh, that's easy, Zinch. You know how the followers exist in fantasy battle. Same as possible in 40k with present a few rules. Remember, not everyone gets the same mutations or final endpoint. So you would actually like the mutation. You actually like the changes. Basically, you want to roll the dice. All right. Okay. That's interesting. So it's drug but without resistance. No, it's drugs with resistance, but then he gives you gives you even crazier stuff, drugs. To the point that your body literally cannot feel anything else other than the drugs. And then he cannot feel the drugs again, and he gives you even crazier drugs. Not and you know how some people like pain. Oh, if you like pain, small amounts of pain you don't feel anymore. So now you want to inflict bigger pains on yourself. And after that, you want to inflict bigger pains. And after that, bigger pains. And after that, bigger pains. To the point that, you don't feel pain anymore. So you're not really human anymore. Some people get off on sadness. So they do depressing things and get it more depressing, more depressing, more depressing. It is excess. And I guess you kind of guess correctly, close enough. Yeah. Tentacles are okay. You know what? Fair. That is fair. Fair point. But yeah, I do think I wanna end it here though, because it is time. So yeah, thank you guys for joining me today and talking about all of these random various topics from Warhammer to science to Warhammer to gambling to Warhammer to The extreme. Genuinely, I had a lot of fun this stream. I haven't had such a. I'll be honest. I feel like I haven't had such a fun stream in a while. So yeah, thank you guys for joining me today. Yeah, just like the stream. That's just a regular drugs without overdose. Then. Oh no no no. You have all the effects of the overdose. You just don't die. You want the overdose. Like other drugs do the same thing Slanesh does, but they eventually just kill you. Oh yeah, that's fair. Yeah, you don't die. You don't die because Slanesh doesn't want you to die. But you know, if Slanesh deems you like, you're just a lowly thing, they'll just let you die and turn you into a demon, a chaos spawn. But yeah, okay, but yeah, thanks for watching. Like the streams, like, subscribe, follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter. What else? What else do we need to do? Oh yeah, if you guys want to talk, if you guys want to hear more ramblings, mostly about Warhammer at this point, mostly about Warhammer at this point, you can join my Discord in the description. You guys want to fund my next Warhammer next Warhammer figurine? To donate, link in the description. Dying is kind of huge effect of overdose, but hey, remember, your physical body may die, but your soul can go to Slanesh. It doesn't matter. This is 40k. Remember that. Anyway, yeah. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Today is a very fun stream. Hopefully my arm is recovered by Friday. If it hasn't, I might have to do another just Chinese stream. But we will see. We will see how my arm goes. But yeah, until then, thank you guys so much for watching the stream, and I see you guys Friday probably. Bye. Bye.